Hey everyone. So I received a few questions a number of times on YouTube and on messages how I actually carry some of my stuff. So I thought I'll do a video and I'll start off with some things that I carry in my jacket. Now, by no means am I a minimalist. You probably already know that. So I think everything I have in this pocket probably you all will probably just have in your bag, and that's it. But for me, I love stuff. I like having my gadgets with me. So this is one of my jackets that I wear. This is just a suit cover. I usually wear suits, so this is just a suit cover jacket. It's by a British company called Barber, and they make some amazing jackets. Really tough country jackets. So in the left pocket, so this is on my left side, this is what I call my admin pocket. Now, obviously, again, I'll say it again openly that there's a ton of stuff in here, literally. But I'm happy because it keeps me happy, it keeps me entertained, and I get to do things that I want to do. So, what I will do is, I'll take all of this out and I'll just show you what I have in here. So, if I'll just move my jacket away. So first, what I will do is I'll work from, I'll work from the back forward, okay? So everything I take out, it's in order, and it's always kept in the same order, so I remember. So the first thing, I always keep the first thing that I want to access at the back. So the first thing and what I'll do is I'll move this jacket out of the way so that I have a white background, so it makes it sort of a cleaner way to show you. So, let's see if I can just do this. Okay. Back I have my Casio calculator. This is a FX83MS. Just a scientific calculator. I always need to do some sort of calculations. I need to work something out, and I always like having a calculator with me. I know that there are calculators on your iPhone and your Android, whatever. Being an academic and working in a lab, I prefer having a proper calculator with me. So calculator. iPad. I just carry my iPad in a simple zipper bag. I don't like I do have cases, but I don't like them because obviously I've got a ton of stuff in here. So the more compact it is, the better for me. So I just have my iPad in there. It's a new one, but I still use it. So I've just kept the cover on there. Yeah, I can't remember how. I can't remember. I think it's a 64 gigabyte one, maybe. Something like that. But anyway, my iPad is in here. So that's my iPad. Then, next thing I have in here is my Write in the Rain notebook cover. So there isn't much Write in the... In fact, I don't think there's anything off Write in the Rain in here other than the actual cover. And I really liked the quality of this cover. It's made in the US by Tactical Tailor. Focus on that, and the quality of it is just amazing. I have seen some other notebook covers, but I don't really like their quality. Also, they tend to be a bit heavier as well. This is considerably in terms of notebook covers of this sort of genre, in terms of the corduroy ones made by like Maxpedition and all the other different companies. I really like this. So what do I have in here? I have a Moleskine notebook in here. This is just, again, like as I mentioned before, there isn't much Write in the Rain stuff in here. So this is just my general notes. When I need to go to doctors, I make a list of things. If I need to remember something, I make a list of things. And I like Moleskine notebooks. So one Moleskine notebook. In the top, in the pen section, I have two pens. One is my first of all, it's a pencil. It's a Rotring 800 Plus mechanical pencil. Let's see if I can focus it. 0.5mm lead, and I put grade 2B lead into here. Perfect for drawing and writing. And I have in here a Parker pen, white. When I turned 30, I'm 31 now, but when I was 30, my best friend, my oldest friend, I've known her since we were 5 at school, 5 years old. We've known each other all our lives, and she always said that everything I carry is always black. So when I turned 30, she gave me like a box of presents for my 30th birthday, and it had like a white Sasami knife, white Parker pen, white Palomino pencils. They're called Blackwing Palomino Pearl, just a whole of other stuff. She actually gave me a white iPhone as well, because she said everything I have is like either dark color or black, so she wanted to spice it up. So white, thank you very much, Andrea. So that those two things that I have in there. In the back here, I'm trying out these field notes, but I'm not going to talk about too much about field notes at the moment. I'll talk about them in another video on its own, but I'm just trying these out. These aren't something I regularly carry. I've not used this one. I have used one, and I'll talk about my feelings on the field notes stuff. Just, compared to Moleskine writing it, I'll talk about them later. Okay, the final thing I have in here is my passport. I have nationalities for different countries because I'm adopted and I used to live in other countries as well. So, but currently I'm in the UK, so I have my British passport, and in there I also have my British driving license and my what we call our national insurance number card, basically like a social security card. Or I just keep my important documents, just those three things in my passport. Actually, no, I took out my number card. Yes, I did. So the only thing I have in here now is my passport and my driving license, because I didn't really need it. So those are the only two things that I keep in here, and this is always with me. Okay, so that, and then we move on to another essential thing, Maglite. Standard AA mini Maglite AA bulb, black with a black filter cover, but it also prevents shocks and prevents it from rolling and so on, gives it a bit of traction. And again, I'm going to do a separate video on the Maglite just because I think it's necessary and I absolutely love this brand. It's definitely sort of it gets my Heritage Award, also gets my Shotgun Award as well. I'll explain that when I do this the video on the Maglite as well. In a Maglite cover, I like compact cloth, corduroy type covers, because they keep everything nice and clean, but they also protect your items, and they also sort of they're compact as well. What else? Okay, force of habit from when I used to be out with the lab in doing my stuff, what I used to do before I became totally sort of housebound and stuff. I'm more of I'm an academic now, so I don't really go out and do all that stuff, but sort of force of habit. Green light stick and a blue light stick. The color choices behind them, there is a reason. Green is the perfect color for nighttime vision, for reading, writing, map work and so on, but mostly for if you're in a tent or in a hammock or camping, green is perfect for that. It doesn't mess up your eyes. If you look at all the Casio G-Shock watches, they pretty much always have a green background for their light. There is a reason to that choice, because green is the easiest color on your eyes in a dark environment. Blue, so we usually dedicate green to the written and the reading part, and the blue then can be used around camp. And again, compared to red, it doesn't strain out your eyes either. Also, it doesn't strain out other people's eyes if they're reactive to sensitive light and so on. Then I have a couple more lab stuff in here, which again is a force fad, but I always carry them. My ranger beads for navigation. This is part 1. I do have a compass in here, which I will show you in a moment, but I just have it in here. Whatever these are called, rubber bands. Sorry, I have it rubber banded to the outside, and my Kestrel 4500NV pocket anemometer. Absolutely love this thing. This is just fantastic for recording data, and there's no lab experiment, whether in the field or in the lab, that you can do without essential data like temperature, barometric pressure, altitude, just all the conditions that can be heat index. So you always need to measure those, because an experiment cannot be valid. It doesn't matter how much data you collect and how successful the data is. It cannot be quantified unless you can present those the atmospheric conditions. So pretty much all my fellow engineer scientists carry one of these with them at all times. I have here a couple of things I'll talk about in a moment. What else do I have there? Yeah, my compass, which is the Type 454 silver compass. It has the normal degree system, and it also has the mil system. The mils is used for accurate navigation, especially during search and recovery. If you need to recover something in the field, it just sort of gives you a more accurate, tighter direction to follow, and it sort of reduces the amount of error. In terms of mils, there's a 7.77, I think 7.77 mils to 1 degree. I'll do a far more accurate video on the mils and the navigation and the different types of compasses, because I'm buying a couple of compasses for my cousin for his Duke of Edinburgh board and his expedition to Alaska. So I'll cover a separate video of the compasses I have and the ones I'm going to give to him as well. So that goes with that, and I think, yeah, that's it, empty. So in here I have pretty much the standard, literally everyone. I think the time, I have not changed the time. Yeah, the time is actually 6th of November, and it's 1:11 p.m. So that time needs to be calibrated. Well, the GMT time is there anyway. So anyway, the Sunta Core, I love the Sunta Core. I don't like the new ones. This is the older one, because you can change the strap and it sets really nicely on your hand like that. Whereas the new ones, just, I don't know, I just don't like them. And the compass bearing. So Sunta Core watch. And in here I have a number of safety items which I always have with me. This is just a Victorinox keyring holder, so I can attach all the whistle to it. Ultimate Survival Technology jet screen whistle. You know how much I absolutely love this brand of whistle. Always have a spare one of these. This is my spare. And in here again, then I just have the signaling thing, because when you're in the field, if you're injured or something, from my past especially, you always need something to project your voice and to request help. So I have the two signaling things in here. This is the Ultimate Survival Technologies Star Flash mirror, and I'll give you okay, let's just use that then. I suppose this is going to come in hand, because Ultimate Survival Technologies make this in two different sizes. This is a smaller one. This is 7.5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So I think there is a bigger version of this, but the smaller one is really good because it fits into here. I really like these cases. These are by Darwin Artist. It's actually a stationery company. They make paintbrushes and colours and stuff for artists, but this is known as a pen roll, and I absolutely have these absolutely everywhere. I keep my watches in there, keep my tools in there, I keep survival essentials in here. I absolutely love these canvas rolls, and I think they're just absolutely fantastic. So that is pretty much it. I know everything here is probably, oh my god, a lot for a lot of people, but it allows me to do the things I like to do, and it also is a continuation of my past and sort of my future and so on. But yeah, that's my admin pocket, and I absolutely love it. One thing I used to also keep in here is a pack of sterile gloves, again for lab work. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions or ideas, just let me know. I love to hear the discussion. Thank you very much. Bye.